Welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some Polybridge. Never played Polybridge on the channel before, but I've been watching a lot of Aliens Rock and a lot of Civil Engineer, and they play it a lot. And I love Polybridge, and I figured might as well record it. So this is a challenge level. I believe it's called Week 13. And the idea of this level, it seems, is to get both vehicles to the other side across this huge gap. Oy, oy, oy. We have 150,000 budget, but we only have 8 extra roads. So what I think the level wants me to do, how fast are these vehicles? 13, this one, oof, much faster. What I think it wants me to do is to use the flatbed to make an undercage cradle for this car and have it kind of make a ski lift for this car and use the flatbed as an engine to move the car all the way to the other side. I'm not sure how these ramps at the end is really going to affect us here, but we're going to give it our best try. There's lots of anchor points, so it shouldn't be too terribly difficult, and moments before disaster. We'll see how this goes. So first, how am I going to get this car to dismount? I'll think about that later. First I want to get it to the other side. So I think what I'm going to do is just something like this. It might be able to drive out of that, so maybe a little steeper. There's no springs, that's going to make things hard, because I don't want it to just fly down and break. But before we even do this, I want to make sure that this top road can support the flatbed. How do I want to support this? From the bottom, from the top? Well, we have rope, so, and a huge budget. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of these. That's a little bit too high. So I'm making a muscle with metal that connects to the bottom. A little wood to support it because it's not going to take a huge amount of stress. Then use some cable to pin it back here. And then I'm going to have some ropes. Pull all the way to here and here. Take that, flip it to the other side, and this should make it fairly stable. Now we just need to support it from the bottom a little bit and from the top. So we're going to just trace out a bit of an arc, probably something like this. Gosh darn it. Gonna smooth this out a little bit. There we go. And boop, boop. Just like that. Now what I'm concerned about is this piece snapping. I might have to make that a muscle. Now do I want to go over now? Yeah, I think I will. And if it still won't support it, then I'll do some suspension from the bottom, like that, and then support it from here. Should be fine. Take this, flip it. Doesn't matter if the rope's copied. Never mind, it does, and I copied in the wrong spot. Gosh darn it. Copy it, flip it, stick it back on. Oh, almost did the same exact mistake again. Those who do not remember history are doomed to repeat it. Very good. Oh, it's holding. 45%. I'm not going to be able to see what happens if that car falls. For now, Just going to try to do one of these. Hopefully the rope will keep the car from snapping. Yeah. It's going over. 80. Oh, right in the middle. That's where I was expecting it. Okay, so we have more than enough budget left. So we are going to turn on the grid. I think right there is going to be perfect. And again, I'm going to... Ooh, that does not seem like... This might work. Let's see. I don't know, it's getting to like 80s and 90s. Oi, what snapped this time? Oh, the rope holding it up. Huh. Don't want to make that cable. That's a long distance for cable. Well, hopefully once it's holding, nothing else will really matter. I'm colorblind, which is why I'm playing in colorblind mode. So I can see the stress just a little bit easier. I can see it on the yellows, but it's really hard to see on the reds with the steel. Perfect. What was the max stress? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the bridge. 30, 40, 80, 90. Don't like that 90. But it's really good towards the middle. I might be able to use the middle to truss it out a little bit. This seems a little loud. Let me turn the game volume down a little bit. Just a tad. Whew. So now I think it is cradle time. Now how am I going to make a cradle that sits on this that will catch this at the same time? Maybe if it's always in the box. So what I'm thinking... Oh, that's probably why these points are here, to make it a little bit easier. Turn grid off again. I deleted the thing I needed to use. I'm big smart. Stick one road up here. Press it to this. I might want to tuck it in here. I might be able to sit a little bit better. But for now, this is how we're going to play it. And from here, simply take some ropes. Probably only need one, but I'm going to use two for my own sanity. Oh. I'm hoping that it'll just dangle there. Oh, too heavy. Don't like that break. Alright, let's try... Oh, I made it too tight. Stretching this back. Stretching this back. Stretching this. And that's perfect. Oh, not. Whoops. Pulling that there. And then what we'll do is we'll delete this side. Copy this side to the other side. And then now we should be cooking with gas. Did the road break? Okay, we still have budget. I think I'm gonna have to reinforce the whole thing now. That car is just causing way too much weight issues. How much does it weigh? 4 polygrams, and this is 14. It's probably the roads that are dangling that way. I'm not sure how many polygrams the roads weigh. Oof. Another road breakage. Alright, we're gonna add in another muscle. And that should do it. So for those who don't know, I feel like most people who's watching this are familiar with Polybridge, but I'm going to say it just in case, because teaching is part of my job here. A muscle is basically a thing in civil engineering where you take one truss and you basically split it in two, because having it double like this balances out the stress on two parts. So instead of it's this small piece in the middle is taking a small amount of the load, and then it's sharing the load in between these two sides. But this is bad. How can I compensate for something like that? Well, typically the ropes were supposed to do it on the sides. I might have to find a new solution to solve this. How about if I just put one there and put one there? And I'm repeating it on both sides, because if we're going to have a problem here, chances are we're going to have a problem over on this side as well. Now, I saw on the scoreboards before I booted up this level, people already had like it at 40,000, 40,000, like 39,000. Oof, that rope broke. Not a problem. Let's try replacing it with cable. It's only a problem when we use the most heavy-duty construction materials and it still snaps. If it snaps on cable, it's going to be a little bit of an issue. Hopefully, we won't have to think about that. Oh. What broke this time? This one piece of wood? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these cables. And they were attached here. Instead, I'm gonna attach them here, because this is supporting that, so I didn't need that there. I don't think that cable was doing anything where I had it. Oh. Right at the very end. Never lets you get it easy. This broke. Why the hell did this break? Huh. Pretty wacky. But we're gonna fix that up. Let's try a cheap solution. Let's just stick another piece of rope on it. Come on, come on. Ooh. Now, let's see if this actually makes it. Very nice. Oh, look at these solutions. So this dude did a tension design. Whoa! It just absolutely slides. I want to see what other people did. Okay, very nice. And then this one did rope and steel. Yeah, my solution's expensive, but it seems unique because I used multiple ways of supporting it. I really love these downward arcs. I think they're really pretty. I don't know, something about them. Where did mine fall? Oh my god, that's a huge jump in budget. Can I sort by budget? Oh. That is so precarious. Whoa, look at this one. It's like a spider web. I really like these shapes here. Is that wood and steel? Is he only using like 3 roads to support it? Let's see if I can just shave it down a little bit, and then we'll call it for today. Let's try again. Okay. First things first. None of this needs to be steel. It can all be muscles. So let's do this. I think I just want to flip it just to be extra sure, because symmetry holds up better. Get rid of that. Because when I was looking at it, I don't think this piece was very stressed at all. So theoretically, I feel like that should be able to support it exactly the same. And it should be much, much cheaper. Unless it just snaps midway through. This board isn't getting stressed that much. I wonder if we can just get rid of it. We might be able to, because these are supporting it pretty well. Make it 2 smaller arches instead of 1 big one. It might just fall apart though. Let's see what happens. And perfecto, even cheaper. I think worked like a charm. Okay. So now that we know that worked, we can make a few big design changes, like shrinking down these sides. As long as we keep that overall arch shape, it should be just as strong, but even smaller. It actually might be a little bit stronger. And I want to pay attention to the stress in these roads. Maybe I'll be able to change some back to normal roads. I also think the wood above the car might be able, the roads above the car might be able to be turned to wood. Okay, clearly that didn't fucking work even a little bit. So we're gonna raise this arch back up just a little bit. Like that. Repeat the 2 sides, and boop boop. Give that a good old run through. Yeah, these roads, that's a little stressed, but these 2 can definitely be changed. These 2 here as well. And it's a flag, very cool. Bop bop. I want to see if I can get it under 100k. Could probably change this as well, but first I am going to see, these roads are expensive, wood, and I know I can't change this, but I should be able to shrink it down. Ooh, that is very precarious. Actually, that's just... Oh yeah, that works perfectly fine. Good shave. These are not even getting stressed. This getting a little bit stressed. Okay. Now I'm wondering if any of these cables can be turned to wood. I doubt this one can because it's supporting all the weight pretty much, but we'll give it a try. Going. Oh, yep, knew that was a mistake, but wanted to give it a shot. Trying to think if anything here needs to be held up. Do we need these pieces and these pieces? In my head, we probably do. However, this might be enough to support it. So we're going to give it a try without. And I want to count my eggs before they've hatched, but it seems like no, we don't. Oh. Well, solution has brakes, but we're almost under 100k. Huh. Don't know why that broke. Anyway, let's try getting rid of more of it. Maybe that'll solve my problem. Now, that for sure is not going to work. So instead, we're just going to take 1 plank on each side just to hold it up a little bit. You're not supposed to really build squares, but this isn't really a square. I know it looks like a square, but it's basically a muscle with a single strut on top of it. Think of this whole thing as one big triangle instead of a square here. Oy, 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 oy. Okay, maybe not. Why does this work and that doesn't? It's being held up here. Let's flatten this out, make it more muscly. Pull this inwards, pull this upwards. Ooh, that's not going to work. You want the angles of the muscle to be very similar. And all the weight is being projected through them. Okay, let's get rid of this side. And copy this side over. Now this doesn't work. I'm going to try doing that solution with the arch and the ropes. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Take my good old steel, buckle it up. And the further you bring this down, the less stress it has. If you make this taller, it'll be under a lot more tension. But I don't think this was that stressed. Once we make the little arches, we'll take a look at it. So what I'm going to do is, for a little guide, I'm going to use just some small steel pieces so I can kind of map out how I want my muscles to be. So I want them like this, with rope connecting like this and like this. Now that should work really well, if my brain is working properly, which it might not be, but we're gonna try. Yes. Oh, that flipped it. Wrong direction. And just like that. And a little smaller. Get rid of the steel. Now this piece. Nope. And we're almost done. Oh. Let's get here there. And one last muscle. And now I'm realizing an error I just made, which is the fact that none of this is actually supported. I just need it to stay straight. That should technically work. I forgot I did not copy and paste this over to the other side. So it's holding. Immediately breaks, because I'm dumb. Let's give that a try. Doop, 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 doop. And these roads are less stressed. Oh, we're getting stressed. That's not good. Yeah, these... I don't think I want to shorten this because these are getting stressed. Oh! What the hell broke? Oh, I restarted it too soon. I can't see now. Alright, let's speed up the simulation. And slow it down. What here is getting stressed? I didn't even see what broke. Oh, we didn't. I did the same dumb thing that I just did, where I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. What the hell? I have less ropes on this side than on this side. Cool. We're gonna see if that works. There we go, right? Boop. Oh, what the hell? Fuck. There we go. Is it like a pixel off? There we go. No, that wasn't. Oh, now it's more expensive. Alright. Well, this has gone on for more than enough. I think we're gonna call this here. I want to see if it makes it first. Whee! And break. Ah, it didn't break. Do we even need these? Because these are taking like no fucking trust. Alright, last thing, and then we're calling it, and y'all can go watch some other videos. We're just going to try getting rid of these in the entirety, and hoping these little bits supported by the little bit of rope that we have works just fine. And bye-bye. And zip zoom! Oh, that broke. Oof. That hurts. Nah. That may work. Not even much worse. The cable's so expensive. I don't want to use multiple, but I feel like I'm gonna have to. I don't know why it works here, but not here. Oh my god, that turns all the way red. Top 51. Yeah, I think I'll take that for now. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. If people watch this, I'll probably make more. So we'll see how it goes. And let me know if you like the webcam, you don't like the webcam. I know my face is ugly as fuck, so if y'all don't like it, I'll switch it off for the next one. Okay, see y'all in the next video.